The world we see is only a fraction of the truth. Behind the veil of time, the light is shifting. History remains unbound, waiting for a lens sharp enough to capture the anomalies buried in our soil and the signals pulsing from the stars. Adjust your focus. This is Echoes Unbound. Deep in the quarries of Aswan lies a giant that never woke up. If finished, it would have been the largest single piece of stone ever handled by human hands. The Unfinished Obelisk is a 3,500-year-old engineering project, frozen in time. Stretching nearly 140 feet and weighing an estimated 1,200 tons, it defies everything we think we know about ancient Bronze Age technology. Today, on Echoes Unbound, we look at the failure that reveals the secrets of Egypt's greatest successes. Ordered by Queen Hatshepsut, this was intended to be a twin to the Lateran obelisk. It was meant to stand as a needle of stone, piercing the sky to honor the gods. But as the workers carved deeper into the earth, the stone itself had other plans. A single crack, a fatal flaw, and a 1,000-ton dream was abandoned in the dust. Mainstream archaeology tells us this was carved using these Dolerite pounders. These are balls of stone harder than granite. The theory is that workers stood side by side, slamming these balls into the rock for months on end to bash out the trenches. Think about the labor, thousands of strikes per day. But look at the scoop marks left behind. They look different. These marks are rhythmic and uniform. Critics of the pounding theory argue that bashing wouldn't leave such smooth, scooped-out tracks. They suggest the Egyptians had a way of softening the stone, or used a massive industrial-scale machine that we have yet to find in the archaeological record. The weight is the real enigma. 1,200 tons. To put that in perspective, that is heavier than 3 Boeing 747s combined. There's no evidence of a road that could support such concentrated weight without the stone sinking into the earth or crushing the rollers beneath it. The plan was likely to use the Nile's annual flood to float the obelisk on a massive barge. But how do you get a 140-foot stone onto a boat without it snapping in half? And then, the final trick, standing it up. Engineers today theorize they used a sand funnel method, slowly draining sand to let the base tilt into position. It was a high-stakes game of physics, where 1 inch of error meant total destruction. Because it was never finished, this site is a blueprint. It shows us how they carved the bottom, how they tested the stone, and exactly where they failed. It is the most important site in Egypt for understanding megalithic construction. It reminds us that even the gods of engineering had limits, but their failures were as grand as our greatest achievements. When you see the finished obelisks in Rome, Paris, or London, remember the one that stayed in Aswan. It serves as a silent testament to a civilization that didn't just build, they conquered the very bones of the earth. The echoes of their hammers or their machines still ring in these pits. The mystery of the stone is never truly settled. What do you think, hammerstones or high-tech? Let us know in the comments. This is Echoes Unbound.